Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Bristow Daily Homes. Ryan again. We've got only one to review today, and it's actually in the over 55 community of Dunbarton, which is located inside Braemar. It's 13115 Ormond Drive, and it's listed at $373,950. 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths. It's on 0.144 of an acre. The HOA fee over in this community is $250. It's 3,040 total square feet with 1,940 square feet above grade. 2-car garage, as you can see here from the picture. It's got the brick and siding. I would say, that there's a couple other homes which I've got beneath here that are actually available, still active on the market on this same street. The first one here is listed at $309,000. It's only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And then the other one is a 2-bedroom, 3-bath for $359,000. This is priced at $373,000. You're getting almost 1,000 more square feet. However, with that being said, the finishings are not that great on the inside. It's pretty plain Jane, if you ask me. It does say in the remarks here that there's an assumable VA 30-year loan with monthly payments of principal and interest at $1,175 per month, and the approximate payoff balance is $268,800. So essentially what they're probably doing here, if somebody wanted to be able to assume their loan, if they were a veteran, you come in, you could assume that part of the loan, and you probably have to pay the difference in the sales price in cash, but you'd have a locked-in low fixed rate payment. So that's something that may be intriguing to some if you do have your VA eligibility. If you don't have your VA eligibility, then you obviously would have to go with a standard loan with today's rates, but that's just an added benefit of if somebody does have that ability right now. Go through some of the pictures. As you'll see here, they're some dark pictures, so you really can't tell too much. All the bathrooms and everything, there's no really not upgraded hardwood floors or anything throughout here. There is a fireplace, carpet pretty much everywhere else, some purple pinkish paint, so there might be a little bit of paint to do. There's a small deck that's off the back. Here's the kitchen, which is a little bit bigger than some of the other houses, and an eat-in kitchen area. But everything is pretty dated in here, and there's a lot of stuff, so it's hard to get an idea of the actual space. Here's the basement that's finished. The good thing is that not many of these homes are actually 3 levels that have this type of square footage in this community. It looks smaller from the outside, but once you get inside, there's a lot more. This is the clubhouse area for Dunbarton with the pool, tennis courts. So overall, it's a decent house. I do think that there's some upgrading rather that is needed in this home. But paint, new appliances, and things like that, countertops in the kitchen, that could solve a lot of decorative issues just putting that stuff in. This home also says that it is fully furnished. It's included in the price. Now, whether somebody wants all somebody's furnishings is a different question. But at $373,000, it's a decent price. I would have liked to see maybe some more upgrades and things of that nature in here, but overall, it's pretty decent. Might sit on the market a little while. The other ones that we've had on here have been on here for 11 days and 33 days. And as you can see, this bottom house is almost identical. It just doesn't have that 3rd level. So at $360,000, and then they priced it at $373,000, about $14,000 more, which is probably about right, but this other house hasn't sold. We're going into the winter months. Not as many people are actually looking to buy. However, I will note, this is something for all of you buyers and sellers out there, is that fall/winter is a great time to potentially put your home on the market if you're able to. I know a lot of people don't want to move kids during the holidays and things like that, but there's obviously less inventory going through the fall and winter, and we've had interest rate spikes over the last week. We kind of talked about this on previous shows that the markets are very sensitive, especially to interest rate jumps. So I think they've been the highest they've been interest rates wise in a couple months now. Just this past week with some of the things that have transpired. Obviously, when rates go up, it lowers people's buying power and raises the home ownership cost. So if you're in a position to buy and you're thinking, well, we'll wait till the spring, you might want to consider potentially moving before then in the winter. Now, granted, there might not be as much stuff that's on the market, but there's going to be a lot less competition than if you actually wait to the spring. You can actually get ahead of that big, huge spring rush. You might get a little bit of better pricing too, because once we kick into the spring, traditionally prices do tend to move higher. So it's just something to think about. But as I said, it's always important to pay attention to what the interest rates are doing, because that controls your cost. I always tell people to buy on cost and not on price. It's a very important concept to understand. If you'd like to view this home or any of the other ones that we've reviewed over the last week, please reach out to us, set up an appointment, 703-596-0011. If you want to visit us on the website, you know where to go. It's bristowdailyhomes.com. There's 3 ways to contact us there. Also, we have a direct email address, which is bristowdailyhomes@gmail.com. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thursday, and we'll be talking to you tomorrow. Take care.